Good morning guys, for another beautiful day here in Istanbul. This morning I'm pretty excited as we are heading off on a food tour. The food tour is called Taste of Two Continents and me and Jeanette have signed up. It's going to be like a 6-hour food tour and we're going to be going to both the European side and the Asian side and tasting all the best Turkish treats and Turkish breakfast and Turkish foods and Turkish drinks and Turkish tea and Turkish coffee that there is to offer here in Istanbul. Cholesterol tea, hibiscus, jasmine, relax. I want all of these. So we've just entered the spice market here in Istanbul and it's a little bit hard to smell with the mask, but you can still smell the amazing spices everywhere and all the different smells of this beautiful market. It is such a beautiful building as well. We're just going for a quick walk through here on our way to breakfast.
He's like, you love everything.
You love?
You love me?
Yeah. Most of the spices here in the spice market are quite cheap. These are the prices in lira and it's per kilo. So say like €6 per kilo. The only thing that's quite expensive is the saffron, which you can see up here, and that is per gram. So that is like €5 per gram of saffron. So apparently dried vegetables are very popular in Turkey. So many different types of olives. There's like purple olives, cranberry apparently, and these ones are like beetroot flavored olives. Thank you so much.
So purple.
It's like the color of your hair.
Flavored, that if you want it, beetroot flavored it is.
Oh, we are getting some samet. Sort of these sourdough bagels. Looks a little bit like a pretzel.
It's one of the most famous Turkish bagels. Sourdough made, topped with the sesame seed. Is like a all-day bite for us to kill our tummies.
So we've come to this local little coffee shop here right behind the spice market. And the funny thing is we've actually just stopped in the market and bought like cheese and olives and all stuff for a nice traditional Turkish breakfast. And you're actually allowed to bring the food here to this little cafe. Obviously we'll buy our tea here, but they said in Turkish culture it's okay to like bring outside food from the market or whatever and eat it here in the cafe as long as you order some other little things like tea. So they're setting up this big table for us and then we're gonna eat all the food that we've already bought at the market. So it's pretty cool. It's like a little picnic but in a cafe. This is also one of the cheapest places for tea that we've seen. So it's like 30 cents for some tea. This is our Turkish breakfast. So many amazing dishes. Clotted cream and olives. Lots of different types of cheese. So we're just going to share a samet each. This is sort of like a Turkish bagel made from sourdough.
With sesame seeds.
Sesame seeds. So what, it's all hazelnut?
So this is hazelnut paste, this is also hazelnut, and this is pistachio.
Oh, good. So we've got like olives and cheese and some, what is it, just like some sort of dried ham? And then,
Pastrami?
oh, pastrami. Okay, time to taste some of this Turkish breakfast.
We've got tomatoes and green peppers and scrambled egg on top. Right. One of the yummiest and simplest food ever.
Next stop on our tour is this little place. Famous little kebab place here behind the spice market.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Thank you, thank you.
Look at the size of these kebab skewers. And looking, preparing all the spices.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lemon rice.
So lamb and rice inside of the soup. Is it spicy, Jeanette?
Only just a tiny bit.
Okay. So I'm gonna put a bit of lemon in there. Okay guys, so this is next. This is like a bone broth soup with lamb, chunks of lamb and rice. Not actually spicy. Yeah, it is kind of just like bone broth soup, isn't it? Yeah.
It's perfect for a hangover, and this is exactly what I would have loved.
Kind of like that Korean hangover soup without the spice. Have you ever had that? Let's go to Asia! Now we are actually going to be heading on a ferry and going to Asia. So we're currently on the European side of Istanbul and we're going to be getting a ferry over to the Asian side of Istanbul to continue this food tour. And they say this is going to be the quickest trip you've ever taken to get to another continent. It's like a 10-minute ferry ride and next thing you're back in Asia. We were just checking out this boat, which is very pretty. So you just use your Istanbul card, which by the way you need to register online when you buy it, just to do with COVID, I guess, contact tracing. And you use the number and barcode you get, QR code you get from the health form you fill out when you're coming to the country. So we just tapped our Istanbul card, sort of like getting on the metro or getting on a train, and it was just 4 lira, which is like 40 cents. Okay guys, so of course you could pay for a sunset cruise or a cruise trip across the river, or you could just get the local ferry and pay 4 lira, which is like 40 cents, and still get all the amazing views of the city. So we're just going to cross now. I'm sure it's only going to take a few minutes, but already you can see the views behind me are spectacular. There's so many beautiful mosques here and over there. We have just arrived back in Asia. Kind of funny that I'm back here considering I just left Indonesia, just left Asia like 3 days ago, and now I'm back in Asia. So we are going to apparently a place that was the birthplace of shawarma, the birthplace of the Iskandar kebab, first place where this started, and then obviously it spread all over the world, and now it's a super popular dish, you know, all over Europe and America and all over the world really. We've arrived! Apparently this is the birthplace of the Iskandar kebab. Since 1867. Kebab Iskandar. Look at that juicy meat. This is so cool. You can see the whole family outside the restaurant. And one thing different about this meat is that a lot of the kebabs that you're going to see around Istanbul are probably beef or chicken. So this one is apparently 90% lamb. So it's one of the only places where you get a 90% lamb kebab. Super historic, as you guys can see. You've got Mehmet Oglu Iskandar up there, and all of the various family members that have taken over this Iskandar kebab shop. You know, you've got lots of different news articles about this famous Iskandar shop.
Shira is made out of pure raisin.
Cheers.
And of course, you should try
I'm scared. I'm not even a big fan of raisins.
Oh my god, this is what you had yesterday?
That's not too bad.
Rocky. They just kept pouring and pouring.
I quite like it actually.
I've had it. Wow. So the plates are hot, guys. Yeah. Watch out. And this is what I meant. I mean, we made it healthier. Lots of butter. So the bread at the bottom.
There's bread at the bottom.
Yeah. Somewhere. And the Iskandar.
And then the Iskandar, and then butter.
Sauce on top.
And then butter.
And he poured the butter, yeah?
Who are not fans.
Okay. Is it good, yeah?
Oh, like you have the chef.
You can dig in.
That is so delicious.
Next up on our food tour, we are going to be trying pickle juice. I'm a little bit worried, to be honest. Jalapenos. Yum. So guys, this is actually quite a famous pickle shop, and it's really old as well, and family run, and it's been in the same family since 1935. We have all these plaques up on the wall behind me of all the male owners of this pickle shop throughout the generations, so it's pretty wow. Me and Jeanette are going to take our first sip of pickle juice.
Pickled beets?
Just drinking it.
I
like the rock. You do actually like that.
I don't
It's
know.
good though.
It's not too bad. It's just the very first sip is a bit like, ooh. I just can't imagine ever normally drinking it, but it's kind of quite refreshing, I guess. Just eat all the pickles.
Carrot?
I was about to ask you how you're liking it, but you're making a really funny face.
I like it. It's just like
Yeah.
tart.
All we are doing is eating. We're eating. We literally leave one restaurant to go to the next, but we are ready for our next lot of food. We are going to a place called Chia Sofrasi, and apparently this place was featured on Chef's Table in Turkey. It's quite a famous place for food, and yeah, I'm excited to see what we're going to eat here. There's literally no way I can tell you guys everything that's on that plate because it's so many of it, I don't really know what it is. From what I can see, there is this rice wrapped in grape leaves, obviously hummus, tabbouleh, thyme salad, and there's some sort of like dehydrated pepper stuffed.
Regional main courses.
I'm excited for this thing, oh my god.
Bigger.
So guys, this is the massive bread and I'm just gonna somehow tear a piece off. What's your favorite? Whoa. So big.
Maybe Antalya and vegetarian.
They have just put more food on our plates. There's no way we're gonna be able to finish one.
It's one of the most famous street food for Turkish, which finally turned into a delicacy.
Looks like a really thin piece of pizza.
So we put some parsley and drop some lemon.
Thank you.
Drop some lemon. I allowing people to have them.
We were at a shisha bar last night.
We were at a shisha bar last It is dessert time. Is it baklava? Yeah. What's it called? Baklava.
I never knew that.
For some Turkish coffee. And pistachio and umbrellas. Seriously, this area is so cute. Just so many cafes and bars and all these cute umbrellas. I thought we were done, but we're not done. We're at one more place and apparently we are going to have a lamb's intestines sandwich. Lamb's intestines cut up real small and put inside some bread for a sandwich.
Ayran, it's the yogurt drink that I told you I like.
Cheers! So guys, this is the lamb's intestine, right? Inside of a baguette. What's it called? Good. Go on, lamb intestines. You like it? Okay, I'm super full. Like I just don't even think I can eat anymore. But I do need to try at least a bite of this lamb intestine sandwich, which is, I guess, a bit of a delicacy here. Definitely never eaten intestines before. I don't think so, unless I had some sort of intestine taco in Mexico. Oh. Messy.
Not as big a fan.
Good, actually.
I said I wasn't gonna eat this.
Yeah.
It's kind of bacony.
Yeah, that's
It doesn't taste like, you know the way sometimes like odd parts of like a cow or whatever are a bit like, but it doesn't taste bad or in any way really. Okay guys, we're on our way to the last stop of the day, even though I don't even think we can eat anymore. This ice cream shop is called Mado. We're going to try some goat milk ice cream. And this is the perfect ending to an amazing food tour here in Istanbul.